Just a quick reminder guys, these narrations are best enjoyed with headphones on. Oh, what is everyone? Spy Commander 1990 Chief Editor of Disabled Gaming Reviews here. Before this review of Doom the Dark Ages begins, it is time for yet another DGR Trivium. This is the part of certain reviews where I get to put your gaming knowledge to the test. Obviously, the subject is Doom, and has a very tasty 3 points up for grabs.
Holy shit.
And it's called Mod Madness. Now, the original Doom has one of the most active modding communities around, most likely thanks to the GZ Doom source port released in the 2010s. So in this review I'm going to be showing footage of the original Doom with the GZ Doom source port with certain mods running in the background. Of course, 1 point for each and every mod correctly identified. Now to help you guys out, just before a footage I'm about to start to play, this sound will be played. Yep, that is 1 chime of the bell per mod that's running. So, after the footage ends, this sound will be played. The answers will be revealed at the close to the end of the video, so good luck and let's get on with this review. Now guys, I know, I'm supposed to be on break continuing on my playthrough of Half-Life Alyx with the no VR mod right now. Well, in this case I have decided to make a one-off exemption. Now, hear me out guys, because here are the reasons why. Over the past few months, my channel has been on and off like a faulty light bulb. Now, I have explained the reasons why in the recent channel updates. So obviously, this review of Doom the Dark Ages is my little way of paying that time, your patience and your understanding back. Also, this review is to sincerely thank a friend of mine, longtime DGR veteran, Greg OG Loke Freeland. Grab my nice comfy seat, it's time for story time. About a month after my family member's first knee surgery, this person was looking through their deliveries. He came across this little dude.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
As I have said before on my previous channel update, instead of simply reserving it, allow me to call first steps on it, he outright bought it for me as an emotional pick-me-up. When I showed the item to my colleagues at work and my manager, they literally took it in turns to hug it. Now, it may not be the biggest and only set him back £8. It's the thought that counts. I actively encourage supporting fellow members of the GGR community when they're going through a personal crisis. It is always good to help one another. It makes life with a disability a whole lot easier to bear. Trust me on that. Now, with that being said, let's get on with this review. What is everyone? Spy Commander 1990 Chief Editor of Disabled Gaming Reviews here. And yes, we're actually doing a recent release for once. And this time I have decided to team up with my buddy, Movie Sonic. What's up everyone? And this time we took a look at the latest entry of one of the most influential series of gaming in general. Does this game truly live up to the Romero name, or is this game merely a pretender? Well, without further ado, let's find out. Ready for this movie? Heck yeah! Now, everyone, tell me, what can I say about the Doom series that's not been already said? The series' origin was a 3D based World War II shooter, originally to be called Catacombs 3D. Nowadays, this game is known as Wolfenstein 3D, released exclusively for the PC in 1992, developed by id Software and published by Apogee Entertainment. Wolfenstein 3D is hailed as the grandfather of the boomer shooter subgenre. It is a well-known fact that the game only sets the stage for the absolute revolution that was to come. That revolution began in 1993 when id Software released the first game of the series exclusively for the PC. This title single-handedly turned gaming in general on its head. And even today, the game's lead designer, John Romero, still remains as a senior figurehead in the gaming industry as a whole. It is a well-known fact at the time Doom was installed on more PCs than Windows 95. No way, James. There's absolutely no way I can believe that. Well, maybe Google it for yourself, and I think you'll find I'm dead right. Anyway, the game's massive success spawned a direct sequel. 1 year later, Doom 2 was released again exclusively for the PC. They took what's good about the original game and the series, then cranked them tenfold. Quick fun fact for you guys, did you know that the first 2 entries of the series had references to Wolfenstein? Interesting, please tell more. Well, on the map you want in for command control, there is a platform that's in the shape of a swastika is on the level. Obviously, in later releases, that little Easter egg got scrubbed completely. Also, 2 levels of Wolfenstein are present in Doom 2 as secret levels. The entirety of the first level of Wolfenstein can be played. Also, the final boss battle is also present in the game. The only change is that Mecha Hitler is replaced by a cyber demon. The next stop of our tour of the Doom franchise is Doom 3, released for the PC in that fateful year, 2004. This entries of the series were released to a mixed reaction from both critics and the community. So guys, tell me, what is your opinion on Doom 3? And as always, let me know down in those comments. The game received an expansion, The Resurrection of Evil. This title also received the remastered treatment in 2012, the BFG edition. This remaster also contained the first 2 games of the series. In 2016, the franchise received a much needed reboot. In James's honest opinion, Doom 2016 brought boomer shooters back into focus in the same way that Street Fighter 4 did with fighting games in general. They did so by reminding us what boomer shooters was all about. Fast paced, in your face, balls to the wall action. Our last stop on a retrospective of the Doom franchise is Doom Eternal, which was released to the public in 2020. Ironically enough, it was the same day as Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh, that'll explain the reason why so many memes about Isabel and the Doomslayer. So, here we are in 2025 with Doom: The Dark Ages. This title acts as a prequel to the 2 titles of the reboot trilogy. The game takes place long before Hell invades Mars and Earth. The Makers and the Sentinels formed an alliance against the forces of Hell itself. You play the part of gaming's biggest badass, the Doomslayer. It is up to you to find the power source of an ancient relic before the leader of the forces of Hell, Prince Azrak, does, and then hunt that demonic son of a bitch down. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to stand and fight, because the accessibility scores are as follows. So to kick things off, visibility scored a sky high 11. In terms of this category, it seems as though that id Software wasn't screwing around when they were developing this game. The accessibility section of the graphics tab of the options menu is very extensive. There is an absolute plethora of accessibility options available. First up, colorblind mode. id Software's got you covered. You can add a colorblind filter. This makes all elements of the screen a lot more colorblind friendly. Now colorblind mode, oh boy, you bet. You can fully customize which colors certain attacks, including parryable attacks, can appear. Now this game is heavily reliant on parries, by the way, more on that in a minute. This feature is an absolute lifeline when it comes to playing this game with a visual impairment. So a player with a visual impairment should be able to play this game with absolutely no issues whatsoever. On ability, James and I scored an 11. James said it once, and we will say it again. id Software spared absolutely no expense in terms of the accessibility features of this game. Subtitle support, they got it. Subtitle support is available in this game. Now these subtitles appear in both in cutscenes and during levels. You can even add backgrounds to these subtitles in the same way subtitles would look during a TV program or movie. This makes the subtitles a lot easier to read. Customizable font sizes, big tick. You can customize the size of text that appears in both menus and subtitles. This title also has another feature that makes the combat a lot more accessible. You can turn on threat indicators. Now this feature comes into play when the Slayer is in combat. When an enemy is about to attack you, arrows will point to the direction of where the attacker is. These indicators share the exact same color scheme that you set in the accessibility section of the options menu. This makes the game a lot more accessible for a player with a hearing impairment, as the player knows which one to turn to parry an attack, thus saving the Slayer from damage. When the Slayer is low on health and ammo, notifications will appear on the center of the screen just above the health and ammo bars. So this game is easily playable for a player with a mobility impairment. And last but certainly by no means least, Movie and I scored, yup, you guessed it, a sky-high 11. In our honest opinions, id Software has done an excellent job combining the traditional boomer shooters while adding Soulsborne elements to make the game relevant today. The fluid gunplay you would expect from a traditional boomer shooter is still there, retaining the charm of the originals, while adding the parry mechanic which is present at a lot of modern games, for example Final Fantasy VII Remake and of course Elden Ring. As I have said before, you can customize the amount of time that is allowed to perform a parry. This is important as a perfectly timed parry can send an attack right back at them, or knock the attacker completely off guard. Although there is no multiplayer element of the game,
seriously guys, the multiplayer element of Eternal Battle Mode seemed pretty half-assed, so good riddance.
The core element of a traditional Doom game has a lot more focus on the single player experience, which is in my honest opinion, very few and far between these days. Similar to a lot of games in the Doom series, the game rewards you for taking your time and being thorough with your exploration of each level. Each level has secrets defined, challenges to complete, and of course collectibles to well collect. You can use gold in these secret areas and sentinel statues to purchase your upgrades for your guns, shield, and melee weapons. For example, you can purchase burst fire and incendiary ammo for your combat shotgun. This makes kicking big demonic ass a breeze. In terms of the PC version, the system requirements seem a little steep. It requires an 8GB graphics card and an 8-core processor as minimum system requirements. This is due to the mandatory ray tracing due to the new engine EdTech 8 which the title is running on. Now this change seems to be a little controversial, but id Software are the masters of optimization. My RTX 3070 8GB can run this game at low settings at 120 frames per second, or at medium settings at quite a low resolution at a stable 60 frames per second. In summary, Doom the Dark Ages live up to the sky-high reputation of the genre-defining Doom series. Once again, it shows us what a boomer shooter should plays like and feels like, combining testosterone-fueled gunplay with melee combat, and a parry system with Soulsborne games thrown in the mix. The Slayer's ability to physically throw their shield at enemies and certain players in the environment allows you to take out multiple enemies at the same time while adding a unique tool for explorations of the levels. So if you're a boomer shooter enthusiast and is looking for a first person shooter to enjoy over the summer and has the raw hardware power and the PC to run it, I seriously cannot recommend this game enough to you. Seriously, go buy it. And the overall score is absolutely perfection. 110%. Okie dokie guys, that's me officially on break until the second week of August. During the break I'll be focusing on my Let's Play of Half-Life Alyx using the no VR mod. So don't worry, Gillian and Alex, I've still got you covered. This is Sparta Commander 1990's Chief Editor of Disable Gaming Reviews, signing off for now, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Alright everyone, let's go over the answers to the DGR Trivinarium of this video. Before this review began, I asked you to correctly identify 3 mods that I actually used in the raw footage of Classic Doom with the GZ Doom source port. Okay, the answers is obviously in order of appearance. Okay, the first video that I've shown you has Soundless Mound, which was a Doom mod inspired by Silent Hill 2. Now in the second one I decided to throw you guys a fastball. I have decided to declare that there are 2 mods running in the same video. So the first mod that I was using was, of course, the Doom mod that was taking the internet and YouTube by storm upon its release, myhouse.wad. So I've only been using myhouse.wad, it would be by far too easy for you guys. So the second mod is the Isabel companion mod, or isabel.wad. So how many points did you score? As always, let me know down in those comments.